Welcome back to Let's Play Paper Mario The Thousand Year Door. Last time we continued from floor, I think 30 something to floor 50 something. Now we're on floor 58 if I'm not mistaken. I rearranged badges a little bit so we'd actually have quick change back. Because I'm actually really missing quick change. In these types of battles in particular because Bobby is like the only one who can actually hurt Chomps, basically. So, red Chomps are still a lot easier to defeat than the regular Chain Chomps. Regular Chain Chomps have so much defense, it's not even funny. He's boosted now, which is actually not good, because his hitbox is weird for jumping on. I should've just hammered, that would've gotten around the problem, but I didn't think of that. We also ranted a lot last time because, frankly, there's nothing to really talk about at this point. It's just kind of going through the motions, until we find some new enemies. Yeah, our progress is definitely slowing down considerably. I'm gonna get away from him and see how long his chain actually is. Okay, that's good. I wanted to see how long his reach was so I can actually time an Ultra Hammer, not a Super Hammer. Ultra Hammer is with the other hammer. This actually brings up the point that it defaults to the Ultra Hammer for the first strike. Just a little observation there. Multi-bounce should be almost enough. And Bobby can finish off the chomp. Oh, he has a damage dodge, which doesn't actually help him because enemies can't block action commands. Not sure why he has that. So, yeah, it's, again, kind of just going through the motions, I would say. Also, make sure to actually switch out partners regularly if you see heart pickups, and make sure that you're actually using the heart to heal a party member that actually needs healing. We are on floor 60 now, which is the double dip, which we have gone so many double dips it's not even funny at this point. We could probably get away with selling a few. This guy Charlatan sells things at ridiculous prices. I'm not gonna buy anything from him because that is overpriced. He should not pay that much for Thunder Ridge, even in a pinch. And we get a new enemy type, actually. The Dark Lakitu. This will probably kill him, actually. Frankly, we have a lot of floors to go. We'll see him again. So doing damage number calculations in my head, I think the best move would actually be to use Yoshi. Gulp ignores defense, so that will do plenty of damage. Goombella would not have been able to do enough damage, basically. She would have done, I think, 2 damage when I needed to do 4 damage. And I did not want that wizard to get off an attack, basically. I'm gonna keep Goombella out from this point on because of potential tattles. More likely than not, we're not gonna tattle a whole lot. Vivian is your party member of choice whenever dealing with any skeletal enemies, because again, they can actually reanimate unless you basically burn them. So, I'm going to multi-bounce to weaken them enough so that a Fiery Jinx can actually finish them off. In the last few episodes I've been kind of rambling. I'm actually going to be a lot more focused from this point on because we're actually having to delve into actual strategy at this point because these enemies are getting a lot tougher. You want to be around level 30 or so, which I am. I'm at level 28. Floors 61 through 70, or 69 technically, have the Dark Lakitus, the Sky Blue Spinies, which are from Dark Lakitus, Dry Bones, Dark Wizard, this guy, and Frost Piranhas, and Dark Craw. Dark Craw we fought in the arena, in the Glitz Pit. So, Dark Craw has 20 HP, and is just overall kind of a jerk. At this point in the game, Dark Craw is probably a choke, actually. When I did the rematches a few episodes ago, off screen, I didn't even get any experience from, like, any of those guys except Rock Hawk. And he only gave me, 3 star points. And yeah. I actually got to the point because I actually equipped power pluses to everyone. 2 each. So I actually got to the point where I could basically effectively one-shot those guys. So I'm actually just double checking to make sure. We actually don't have another opportunity in the Pit of 100 Trials to actually see a Dark Lakitu or a Sky Blue not shiny, Spiny. So we are actually going to proceed through the pit normally because I don't want to miss out on a Tattle and have to go through 60 floors again of all this. So I'm actually going to let him get an attack off, believe it or not, because I actually want to see a Spiny so I can Tattle it. I think this is the last type of Lakitu, which luckily for us means this will speed things up quite a bit. That's a Dark Lakitu. It rides a Rain Cloud. Max HP is 13, attack is 5, and defense is 0. It attacks by throwing pipes at you. If it's holding a pipe when you jump on it, you'll get hurt. Sometimes the pipe it throws turns into Sky Blue Spinies. Whoa! If you only attack the Spinies, you'll never win, so go after the Dark Lakitu. That was bad. That was actually really bad. So we lose all the audience, and everything fell by half. So, voila, we have Spinies. Can I actually jump on him? Oh, there we go. We can't actually jump on him because of that. Okay, so we're going to tattle the Sky Blue Spiny now. That's Sky Blue Spiny. Appeared from a pipe thrown by the... Why does she keep saying a pipe? It's obviously just throwing the Spiny directly. As always, flipping him over is the best course of action. By far. Special moves aren't a bad option either, but I sadly because of that whole losing a ton of star points, I'm not really feeling it in terms of, like, basically using up a ton of points. So I'm actually going to play a little bit safe in terms of star point usage and actually just do this. We can recover FP a lot more easily than star points, so comparatively speaking, this is the lesser of two evils. And I am switching out Goombella, so the heals go to her, because she's the only party member, as you may see, that is actually low on health. So, just for the sake of efficiency, having Goombella out is actually a good plan. Wow, we are moving right along here. This is floor 66. I thought we were 64. We're doing better than I thought. Okay, 2 Dark Lakitus and a Dark Craw. That's not good. Gonna multi-bounce, and then multi-balk, probably, to make sure the Dark Lakitu has no chance to spawn Spinies. Because, yeah. So do this, and voila, done. I could have done a longer multi-bonk, but it just wouldn't have been necessary. Does he have defense? No, he does not have defense. So, because he's holding his spear upwards, I'm pretty sure Vivian should be able to hurt him. There we go, and done. So we will probably be seeing everyone except Miss Mouse and Flurry this chapter, sort of. Just because they're just really not useful in battle. Miss Mouse is barely useful on the field, to be honest, because all she does is locate items. And really, that's not a useful skill because the internet exists. Instead of having to sniff every portion of the map, it's just easier to Google it, basically, at this point. Yeah, that does feel a little bit cheap, but still. Time efficiency for the win. You're getting really dangerously low on FP, by the way, just wanted to make note of that. So you might actually want to use an item if you get this low. Or you might just want to tough it out and just make it as far as you can without healing items, just to conserve. It's your call, really. We're almost to full star power, so I might actually... Oh, hey, cool. What's our inventory looking like, actually? Almost full, good. So I'm actually going to use the Super Shroom on Goombella because she's really hurting. And also just to keep an inventory space open for later. If we get a maple syrup, that would actually be really nice right about now. Dark Wizards. That was just a couple frames too late to basically count as spin jump, first strike. Also, one thing I actually forgot to mention in the final boss is that the Shadow Queen's hitbox for art attack is actually the Peach part of the Shadow Queen. Like, you don't have to wrap the art attack around the entire thing to do full damage. You basically just have to attack Peach with art attack. The hands are really difficult to aim for because you do actually have to envelop the entire hand, which is really not feasible. So, luckily you only have to do 5 damage against those. I meant to actually say that during the final boss itself, but I spaced out. Because spacing. And oddly enough, the Dark Wizards gave us a lot more star points than the Dark Craw. Despite the Dark... Yeah, the Dark Craw, it makes sense because we fight him in Chapter 3 of all places. Yeah. This is actually going really well. I've never actually gone this far, by the way. I think I've only maxed out at floor 60 at most. Probably more likely floor 50. I don't remember. And an airplane overhead, if you can hear it. I apologize. So basically, another good piece of advice is whenever you see an item with an enemy, they're the top priority to take out. Because that means that they're going to be really obnoxious and healing. And you don't want enemies to heal because... okay, that was not as good of a power bounce as I would have liked, but I'll still take it nonetheless. I was hoping to take him out in one go, but that works too. So what was I saying? Yeah, I don't even remember what I was saying because of the multi-bonk. I was like so focusing on that. I don't remember where I was going with that. We should be on floor 70 by now. Oh yeah, that's right. I was saying that I haven't actually gone this far ever. So yeah, this is kind of blind. It's not like blind. It's like semi-blind because I know I have a list of all the enemies, for example, that show up. So, this is actually a regular wizard whom we fight after the Dark Wizard, which feels a little bit backwards, actually, but the Dark Wizard is indeed a tougher enemy. The regular wizard, I meant that the other way around, the wizard is the tougher enemy. Backstage speed 10, attack 6, defense 3, that is a lot of defense. So let's see, that actually would do enough. Problem being... Okay, we're gonna do this. Also, if we get the... Oh, shoot, that doesn't actually work. If we get the slot again, we might actually be in a little bit of trouble. So yeah, again, as you get farther along, you really want to keep an eye on the slots to make sure they aren't gonna mess you up in the long run. Bobbery is your best bet when you're out of FP. When you do have FP, Yoshi is your best bet for these guys. Bobbery does, I think, 6 damage, so that does 1. This is why actually Power plus P would not be a bad idea at this point, because that would allow you to actually do a lot of damage with Bobbery. Might be a good idea. And if I can get the slot, that'd be really nice, and I didn't. That's not really nice. We're definitely gonna have to use a Sweet Feast before too long, especially now before we get into like the really hard enemies. It'd be good to do this early. It's never good to wait till the last minute to heal in the game. That's my personal belief. Basically, heal early and prosper. Heal late, you will probably die. Wow, lots of items from that. Yeah, we might not actually... We might just use like a Maple Super. That's like a low-level healing item, or the Zest. It's one of the Zest items. And on this floor, floor 72, we have a Dark Koopa Troll. We fought these guys before, they suck. No worries. Yeah, we're gonna go all out on these guys. Because why not? We have plenty of star points at this point. Besides, if you lose them in the slot machine, then what good will that do you? I'm actually not sure how the Chomp's hitboxes work, because they can kind of clip outside of where the actual drawing line is, so it's like, how does that factor in? I really messed that up, actually. Dark Hood Patrols are actually pretty easy to take out. On the whole, we fought plenty of them, to be honest. I don't think they actually have a move to attack you when they flipped over, either. So yeah, I'm pretty sure they're pushovers, for the most part. This won't finish him off entirely. This will get really low, though. Mainly because of the 2 defense initially. And also, you don't have to worry about poison shrooms on the last hit because there's no slot for that. So we should be on floor 73 next time. So if we can get to floor 77, that means we made it through 20 floors in one episode. I'm guessing that's not going to— oh, hello! Unfortunately, for this level, we have actually seen all the enemies that are unique to these floors. The other ones are that we haven't seen are the Phantom Embers and the Swoopula. So, we are actually warping, because there's nothing new that we haven't actually seen yet. So yeah, we've been getting good RNG with the movers, actually. So that's been very, very helpful. Also, just FYI, timing a level up for Bonetail is, like, impossible, so don't try. I'm sure someone has some strat to basically time it so you always level up before Bonetail, but it's like, to me, it's not worth it. It's really difficult to actually time that kind of thing. When you have 100 enemies to go through with varying star point counts. But yeah, I'm pretty sure someone's probably calculated how many star points you should go into to level up before Bonetail. That's the kind of thing in gaming that doesn't interest me, the really, like, meticulous stuff. It's just, it kind of goes over my head. So because of the mover, this should be floor 59. Or 79. So we'll probably just stop on 80 for the sake of remembering. So lots of wizards, lots of enemies. Oh, wow. I don't exactly know what to do here, so let's just Art Attack. Basically, like I said back in chapter 4, actually, Art Attack is one of your best moves. And again, like I said, it comes in handy for the final boss, even though I don't think I actually used it in the final boss. But in the past, I have actually used it quite a bit. Luckily, I managed to stay above where I needed to be in terms of flower points, so I basically didn't actually need star power that much during the final boss, so that was actually really good. So yeah, that was actually a really smooth final boss run against the Shadow Queen, because I've had runs that go really disastrously. Again, to the point where, on my first playthrough, I put down the game for a very long time because of how badly the Shadow Queen went. Bump attack. Bump into weak foes to defeat them without battling. Again, I don't think it works in the pit because that would be broken as heck. And really, because this is the last area, it really doesn't benefit us at all because there's nothing else after this. In any case, we're on floor 80. We only have 20 more floors to go. So, thank you for watching, and I hope you join me next time for more Paper Mario and the Thousand Year Door.